Give him a wonderful round of applause, because he has done this through sickness. You know, Deacon Mack hadn't been feeling the best sometimes, but he still comes to do something for the ministry with the men, with the deacons, and with the observances. And we appreciate you very, very much. Go forth in the Lord.
First of all, I would like for Brother Freddie, would you come forward?
Yes.
I want to say to two people, Brother Freddie and Sister Dolores, you all be encouraged. We realize that you've taken on an awesome responsibility and that it's not easy, and that you come against the forces that are not always positive. But you all be encouraged. Continue to do what's right, continue to do what needs to be done, and continue to lead us in the way that you would want us to do, that God would want us to do, and the way that the pastor would have wanted us to do.
Yes, yes.
You all be encouraged. It's important that you hear this, that you understand this, because you're going to need it sooner or later. But you all be encouraged. Continue to be encouraged, because we have a lot of work to do, a long ways to go, and we are going to make it.
We're gonna make it.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Yes. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it.
And in the process, you all be encouraged.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
This is our program.
No, it's on. It's speaking. It's on.
Good morning, everyone. This commences our program. This is the beginning of our program for our Veterans Day service. And we appreciate all of you that have come out. And we also appreciate all that have served or have family members that have served. At this time, Brother Ed will ring the bell. And the bell is rung for those that have served, those that are thinking about serving, and those that are serving at this moment. We celebrate our military. There are some of us that are here that have been a part of the military. And it's not just a job. It's a spirit where we know we're doing something to help others, to help our families, to help your families, and to serve our country, to keep our country intact. If it were not for our God first, and then for our military, we would be in a communist country. No one wants that. For everybody to go to one local place and take a bath in dirty, murky water. They offer you 2 slices of bread for your family. We are in a country that is full of freedom, and we should not take advantage of it. We should be grateful. And any veteran that you know of, uncles, aunts, grandfathers, you should thank them, because they paved the way that we have the freedom to drive. We have the freedom to go in theaters. We have the freedom to go in stores and buy what you want instead of it being handed out to you. At this time, as I say, the veterans, on this Veterans Day, we have, even some of the veterans have other employment. And they have positions as doctors, teachers, lawyers, and they also serve the military as well. Our program begins as we reflect on those who are here with us and those who have gone on before us. We have right here in our ministry over 25 veterans known who have served. And today we appreciate all of you.
Yes.
I will just briefly talk about the core values of each branch of the service. The Air Force are servants of the past with integrity and excellence in all that they do. The Army, allegiance, respect, and honor. The Navy, honor, courage, and commitment. And I want to pause. These are not just elementary words you learn in school, little verses. These are words and standards that we, in whatever branch you're in, have to live by. The Marine Corps, honor, courage, and commitment. Coast Guard, honor, respect, and devotion. In all branches, in every branch, we have standards to live by. You come, you decorate yourself in your uniform, that's nice. But after hours, you're not on your own. If you're part of the military, at any one time, any given time, you're 7/24. You come serve the military. When you get off from work, then you go to the bar. You get a little lushed with your friends.
Oh my goodness.
And then the next day, you put on your uniform. But that's not all there is to it. Someone has called your commander or your lieutenant and said you're in jail. And what they tell that particular facility will come get them. And they do. And they let you know it's one or two, maybe three things that could happen to you. First, they give you extra duties. Am I right, Brother Ed? And that's 24 hours. You serve 7 days, 7/24, a whole week. Or they can demote you. You just got a promotion, all of a sudden you're demoted. That impacts your life and your family as well. And the last, which no one wants, you can be processed out. You can be stripped with a dishonorable discharge. Some places will not hire you if they see that on your record because you had fun with the guys. But as it stands, most of us that are here have not got to that stage. And you got to realize life itself is not fun. You have responsibilities to yourself, first of all, to your God, to yourself, and to your family. And everything is not fun. There is room for recreation and fun and activity, but not all the time. Based on that, we did have space for color guard presentation, but they were unable to make it. So what we're going to do at this moment is what we would like for everyone to do, and for those that don't know it, it is written in the program, is to stand and sing the Star Spangled Banner for your country, for your God-given rights to walk out the door, for your God-given rights to drive down the street, for your God-given rights to walk in a restaurant and sit down and eat a meal. Sing the Star Spangled Banner.
I can't say it, so we're gonna have to sing it together. Everybody.
Generation of grandparents. My grandparents was almost 100 years old when I was born, and I saw what they went through. And part of their freedom came through somebody in the military going to war, losing their life so that we could have toilets, so that we can have refrigerators. But God has been good. He has been the overseer, even over the military, to make sure we were provided for. And I thank God for it. At this time, I'm going to ask 2 or 3 people to come up and give just a couple of minutes of reflection of what the military means to them. And the first person will be Bill Prestor. Bill has been in the military, yes.
Bible study Bill.
He is faithful in Bible study, yes. So he was faithful to the military.
Yeah, I can talk loud. Can you hear me?
Use the mic.
Okay. Well, I went in 1953, right when the Korean War, the ceasefire. And I stayed in there 4 years. I come out, did another 2 years. I won't go into all the details, I got 100 stories to tell you. But then, when the Vietnam War came, I tried to join again. And they wouldn't take me because I was too old. They wanted young kids. And I stayed in there 6 years. And the military did a lot for me. I went in there and I come out pretty educated. Because I didn't go to high school and stuff like that. So, and anybody that wants to go in today, they should go. All the young kids should go. They got a good education in there now. They get good money now. I was making $60 a month. First and 620 altogether. But I love the military and I love military people. And I slew everybody downtown that I could. That I know that's in the military. And I'm happy that I went in, and I'm proud to be an American, and God bless America.
My name is Eddie Jenkins. I was a cook in the United States Army, so I deal with a lot of people. I was in the medical unit, so I learned stuff about medical. I was in being a cook, I could be somewhere where I could be in the MP unit, I could be in the medical unit, I could be in the tank unit. I always had to feed people in the garrison and the field. So that means I had to have a well-balanced diet meal for them and warm, and places for them to clean up and clean the mess gear up. And being that I was in the government, if I was by a stream or something, I couldn't throw the dirty water in the stream because I had to leave it like I found it. You know what I'm saying? I was subject to be Article 15 or court-martial, which I got people on my first tour. I got drafted during 1970 during the Vietnam conflict. I did the first 2 years active, then I joined the Army Reserve when I got out. That year, I got a little sense there at the time. I got out there, I was trying to help because people was messing up food, and I was kind of stuck on doing it good, you know, and I gained the rank of E5 there when I was there because I wasn't hard-headed. But I'm still getting stuff from the military now because I get money from the military, plus I get my medical taken care of. I go to the VA hospital. Matter of fact, I go over there Wednesday, see about my little shoulder. But I'm the only one in my immediate family that my brother missed it because he had a child at the time. So, and when I got in, they only paid you $115 a month, and by the time they took out taxes, you had $94, and that had to last you all month when I went in. After I just re-enlisted, they started paying twice a month on the 1st and 15th. Things was a little bit easier then, but I enjoyed myself there, you know, and I got a honorable discharge tomorrow night.
All right, next we will have our very own Deacon Mack. I'm sure he has a lot to tell us.
I have a lot to tell, but across the time,
You mind?
I US 53455-204 is my number. That was my military serial number. I went in the Army in 1968 during the Vietnam conflict. I served well as a military police officer. I did a lot. I experienced a lot. I saw a lot of tragedy. I was able to fly with helicopters, and a lot of things I was involved in. I didn't like it, I didn't want it, but I found out later on that was part of my training. That was part of my upbringing. That was part of my growing up. That was part of my being a good wife. Yeah, to my wife. That's what I did. I enjoyed it. It was very interesting to me, and I'm glad to know that we are involved in this type of activity so that we can salute those others who have served in the military.
And for myself, I've been in fighter squadrons where we protect the country, the drugs, not just a couple of baskets. I cannot say millions of drugs coming over to this country from third world countries. That was their produce. See, they didn't have any tariff of anything for us growing the drugs. They grew it in the living room. But over here we have, but we don't allow it in this country, yet alone to sell it. And they were smuggling drugs. Oh, I cannot say how, but they were smart in how they did it. But my job was to counteract We had airplanes and aircrafts that radar would pick up the drugs, the fields of drugs, and we would spot it and then call the government, and they would come burn it up. And also, even at one point, our former president, his wife and daughter, President Clinton, came over to a country where I was, and they were not allowed. They did not know that. And they asked me, well, what should we do? So I talked with the commanders that were there and told them she has got to go. Because the time she showed up, they were practicing terrorists. That's their country. They were free to throw rocks, shoot. They were free. We couldn't tell them, oh, no, don't do that. This is our first lady of our country. No. And if anybody they wanted to get would be her. But I was able to participate in that and protect Hillary and her daughter and get them out of harm's way. It makes you feel good to know you're protecting your country. Even officials, you may not like who we have for president, but if you're part of the military, you have to protect him. And that's your honor, and that's your job. And not only that, God sees you. So even with that, we are going to go further on with our program. And at this time, any honors and presentations will be administered at this time by Deacon Mack.
Let me change just for a minute. And I do want to say that many of you who have been around Archbishop Greer for a long period of time, or maybe not so long, are familiar with some of the youth who used to come to the church, and now many of them are in the military. And Brother Freddie, I'd like you to help me call their names that I may not remember. Brandy is one of them, and the other one is Jordan Johnson. Mia, where's Mia? Mia has a son in the military.
All three of us, well, two, James Hicks, military as well as Darius Hogan. He was military, he was Navy, and even Jeremiah spent some time in camp down in South Georgia, military camp.
A lot of these kids came out of our Divine Love Fellowship under Sister Pat. And I just want to share with you that the legacy continues, and that many people are still involved in the church, either directly or indirectly, as a result of being involved in the military and serving in the church. There's a special award that I would like to present. Would you help me, Brother Edwards? There's a person who's here now. There's a person who's been attending the church for years. I mean, many years. Longer than I can think of. And unfortunately, I was not able to attend the dinner that we had for the senior citizens due to her condition. But she's here now. I just want to let her know that we did not present her or recognize her at that particular time. And the reason why we are making this presentation on this day is because this is the day for the military person. And her husband also served in the military, and that was Deacon Paul. Sister Paul, if you would, on behalf Sister Paul has been with us for a long time. When I was a little boy, about 4 years old, Sister Foster used to come to my house. And she used to, under a program called prayer band. She would serve my mother, and she would do those things that would help her out during that time. And we've been connected for years. We just want to let you know, Mr. Foster, that we love you, we appreciate you, congratulations. You keep doing work and stay encouraged.
We thank all of you that are here. And we have pictures and artifacts back in the church on the table. And we also have refreshments that will be served after service. And this commences our Veterans Day program, and we thank all of you for being a part of it. Thank you.
Thank you. We really appreciate this time of honoring the men and women we served all over this world. Amen. So we're grateful for the freedom that they afforded us, along with the grace and mercy of God. We're going to prepare to close at this time as everyone stand all over the sanctuary. Amen. May His peace. Shake hands with your neighbors. May His peace. Again. To start. Solitude no more. He will give you strength to endure. We meet again. We're going to have Brother Ed to stand at the door with the miracle seed. Let's all raise our hand. We walk in divine faith. We walk in divine grace. We walk in divine love. We walk in divine mercy. We walk in divine protection. We go from this place in the mighty name of Jesus. Let God's people say,